Yes, hello everyone. Very good morning to all of you. Yes, hello everyone. Very good morning to all of you. Am I audible, visible to all of you? Yes, am I audible, visible to all of you? Yes, good morning everyone. Yes, Ashwini, good morning. Yes, Nilesh, good morning. Those who haven't downloaded the app, please download the Unacademy app so that you will get the more benefits of it. And yes, my special classes are available on this app. So please do watch this. Let me introduce myself. Those who are new here, my name is Harshvardhan Singh and I'm having 8 years experience in the field of civil services as an educator. On this platform, I'm going to teach you history, economics and international relations. Currently, my lecture series on world history and international relations is going on. Please do watch the videos and if you like it, then please like, share and those who have any query, question along with that, if they want to know the schedule of the class, then you can contact me on this Telegram channel that at Unacademy underscore Harshvardhan. Yes, you can contact me through the R app, that is Unacademy's learner app. This is my address, Harshvardhan Singh for you. Along with that, there are other social media platforms as well through which you can ask me the question. Yes, and it's my duty to answer you. So these are our top educators. Please do watch their videos. It will help you a lot to understand the civil services. And those who haven't subscribed to Unacademy, I insist you to have a subscription of Academy so that you will get more benefits of it. We have option of plus as well as iconic. I insist you to take the iconic subscription. Here we are going to provide the guidance in all the aspects including personal feedback. Whenever you want to take the subscription, please use my code. This is my code, Harshvi10 is my code. You will get the 10% discount as well as you're going to count as my student. We have option of 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 24 and 36. So at least take the subscription for a year so that you can cover your whole syllabus within that year. Yes, UPSC Combat, everybody knew about it. For further details, you can read this thing on app or on our website. Yes, this is an important alert for you. 6 months left for your prelims and we launched the batches which is focusing on prelims. These are our top educators. Please join it to get more benefits. Yes. And the last alert, that is price hike. Those who want to take the subscription in the next one, I insist you to take the subscription this month only because from next one onward we are going to increase the prices. And yes, this is my special, these are my special classes. Please do watch the videos. It is available on Unacademy's learner app and along with that, when you want to uh, join with me, then you have to use my code. Harshv10 is my code. Now we are going to discuss, that is one important country, and recent times we had a good relation with them, that is South Korea. Yes, South Korea. So this is the map. Just look at this map. Yes, look at it carefully. Yes, Preeti, good morning. Yesterday only we shared this. This is the map of East Asia, and you know that there are many countries which are having small territories. So to understand the territories and the borders in proper manner, so we use this map. Yes, here is South Korea. Yes, so South Korea shares border with which country? Land border? Of course, North Korea. Clear? South Korea is surrounded by Sea of Japan, Yellow Sea, and on the southern, East China Sea. Clear? On three sides, sea is there, Yellow Sea, East China Sea, and Sea of Japan. Whether South Korea is having any enmity or any conflict with the neighboring state? Yes, everyone. Whether South Korea is having enmity or any conflict with any neighboring state? Yes. Yes, everyone. Yes, everyone. My question is very simple. I hope you all get it. Yes, is there any conflict with any other state? North Korea. Yes, of course. The conflict is with North Korea. Okay, then everybody knows that. So what's the new in that? Yes, North Korea is there. It is very simple answer. Very simple. But other than North Korea, is there any conflict? Yes, Purbayan, Shravan, you also joined. Good. North Korea, everybody knows that. Of course, because it is a part of the same peninsula, North and South. Okay, and you know that Gulu. Yes, a man with the chubby cheeks. That is the dictator of North Korea. Every time he used to say missiles. Yes, Shravan, Preeti, yes, exactly. Another country is, of course, China. Yes, other than Korea, North Korea and China, do they have any conflict? Do they have any conflict with any other country? With Japan? Is there? Yes, with Japan. Have you heard about it ever? Of course not. And if it is so, then that conflict is not that much severe. Yes, Vanupriya, exactly, Ashwini, exactly. The China is the other country with actually no South Korea is not having problem. China is having problem with all the neighboring states. Greed, they never learn from the history. Greed is a very dangerous thing. Yes. Okay. So you know right now North Korea and China. These are the two countries with whom South Korea is having problem. Okay. South Korea share the maritime border with whom? With whom they share the maritime border? Of course, with Japan, China, yes, and North Korea. Simple. So this is clear to you. The location and all is clear to you. If I ask you in which direction South Korea is located, of course it is in east direction, East Asia. Clear? This is a very simple thing. As some of you might get confused why this person is talking on the basic line. I'm not wasting the time because this knowledge is most important for you to understand the subject. Clear? Yes, is that clear to you? Okay. So geographical location, where, how, which country, what, clear to you. Now we are going to discuss the background of South Korea. Yes, background of South Korea. As everybody is quite aware of one fact, that is India's role in South Korea. Why I said that? Because most of you attended my lecture. In Cold War, I mentioned the South Korean War, or sorry, Korean War, and how India played important role. Those who are new here, I insist you to please to watch that video. And here I am going to give you the brief introduction of that. So first thing, that is how South Korea and India is related with each other. Not just South Korea, basically Korean Peninsula. One mythical story is there. Yes, one mythical story is there, and in that story it is said that the prince from Ayodhya came here and they established the matrimonial relation and all. So such kind of mythical story is there. If you believe it, then it's okay. If you don't, that's fine. Clear? So such mythical story have the cultural tie-up with Korean Peninsula. The another important link which is present and we can consider it as a truth, that is a Korean Buddhist monk Hecho visited India in 8th century AD, and he established the Buddhist tradition or cultural relation between India and South Korea. In recent times, in modern context, this person, yes, this person is also known as Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. Yes, you know the long beard. Yes, remember? Good. Yes, Rabindranath Tagore is the person who got Nobel Prize in Literature. When he visited Japan in 1920s, he wrote a poem, and that poem is related to Korea, and they mention this lamp of East. Yes, lamp of East. So what exactly this poem was, the narration of this poem was, means basically through this poem, Rabindranath Tagore mentioned one thing, that once upon time this land or this what we can say, this country is a prosperous country, but due to the colonization and all, everything is over. But still there is a hope. I am waiting for again lightning of the sun. Clear? So it was a narration of that poem. So it shows that Indians are quite aware of it, and along with that, this relationship is important, and that's why in recent times they, that is they means South Korean, inaugurated the birth of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore. Clear? See, this person is very intellectual person, you know. Yes, Pratik, Shabaz, good morning, good morning. This person is very intellectual. This person is having a literary contribution. Yes, India, best example. Bangladesh, best example. Even in Korea as well. Good. Let me check one general knowledge. So, as I mentioned, that Rabindranath Tagore gets the Nobel Prize in Literature. For which book? Yes, for his means which work? For his contribution. Yes, everyone, a very basic question, though it is not related with that, but I ask the general knowledge question. I hope all of you are considered yourself as an Indian. So, please tell me. Yes, everyone. Yes, Purven. Yes, Purven Mukherjee. At least you have to. Bengali. You have to. Yes, everyone. Yes. No. Shravan said Gitanjali. As the delay in giving the answer, it shows that you read about it, but you never understand it. And that's why it's difficult for you to recall. Yes, Purbai and Gitanjali. Pratik is also said Gitanjali. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Good. So you are there. After independence, that is after 1947, India played an important role in Korean Civil War. The Korean Peninsula was suffering from the Civil War, and it found the expression of Cold War politics. Yes, Ashwini, exactly. So Cold War politics. So as I mentioned earlier, for further details, please go and watch my video on Cold War. You will get the details of it. But for you, I'm going to explain one thing, that is North Korea and South Korea. They were having different ideology at that time. North Korea was having influenced by the communist ideology, and South Korea was influenced by the capitalist ideology. And it was a period of Cold War. The problem is in Korean Peninsula, but America and Russia both are interested in that. Both intervene, and finally that leads to the war. So this war was continued for a long time. India played most important role. India, an Indian, one important person, that is Krishna Menon. Krishna Menon presented a formula in United Nations, and that formula was accepted, and because of that reason, the partition of Korea was there. Here is the partition line. India played important role in that. Not just presentation of the formula, but also India sent their army there. That is Indian National Army. That is Indian Army was there, and they provided, or what we can say, they played an important role in establishing peace. Along with that, or what we can say, a peaceful migration of people is possible because of the India, and here it is the role. It is the thing, that is Indian Army or Indian role in partition, and General Thimayya served as a chairperson, of Neutral Nation Repatriation Commission. That is Neutral Nation Repatriation Commission. Means why exactly it was so? Because we suffered from the horrifying nature of the partition. And I mentioned there also, and I'm mentioning right now as well, our partition or India suffered a lot just because army was not neutral, because the division of army between Indian army and Pakistani army, and they were helpless at that time. So we suggested the third party should be there on the border, so that there will be peaceful migration of the people from north to south and vice versa. And it happened, and it was very successful campaign. Yes, everyone, it was very successful, and Indian army's rule praised by everyone. Yes, so this point is clear to you? Okay. Another important thing, that is 1962 establishment of bilateral relations. Excuse me. Yes, I forgot to connect charge. Sorry for that. Yes, in 1962, the bilateral relationship established at the consulate level. Yes, at the consulate level. In 1973, we upgrade our relationship with South Korea at the ambassador level. Is there any difference between consulate level and ambassador level? Yes. Is there any difference between the consulate level and ambassador level? Of course, there should be. That's why we mentioned the upgradation of the relation. Clear? So, Indian bilateral relation with the South Korea established in 1962, of course, during the time of Nehru. We established that relationship, but it was a normal relationship at consulate level. But now, in 73, we upgrade our relationship with South Korea to ambassador level. Upgradation. Now, Indian ambassador is there, Indian embassy is there. Clear? In 1988, India and Republic of Korea. Yes, this country, that is South Korea, officially known as Republic of Korea. So that's why we use the word short form ROK. Yes. And what about North Korea? A general question again, a general knowledge question. As I mentioned, official name of South Korea is Republic of Korea. And what's the official name of North Korea then? Yes. What do you think? What's the official name? Yes, boys and girls. A general knowledge question. Do you know it? Yes, anyone? Or North Korea is just official name? No? Shall I explain? What? At least you know it or not. Something should be there. The official name is People's Democratic Republic of Korea. People's Democratic Republic of Korea. In other words, it is also known as LOL. Yes, so please remember one thing. Whenever there is a what we can say the communist kind of countries there, they always added this word peoples. Let's take example of China. The official name is People's Republic of China. Peoples. So they are having so much affection with the people under dictatorship. Okay, next thing. That is in 1988, India and Republic of Korea signed DTAA. DTAA. What is DTAA? Yes, what is DTAA? I purposely didn't mention the full form of it because I knew that you all are smart enough. You know everything. So if I'm going to write it, it is an insult of your knowledge. That's why I purposely kept it as it is. DTAA. What is this DTAA? Double Taxation Avoidance Agreement, as Purvayan said. Yes, everybody is saying the same thing. Or whether it is a double taxation acceptance agreement. Yes, is that the case? Double taxation acceptance agreement means we don't have any problem. Is that the case? Means you also can charge the taxes, we also can charge the taxes and all. Yes, exactly, exactly. All of you are correct. Exactly. Double taxation avoidance agreement. Yes. So what's the purpose of it? What's the purpose of this? It's very simple as the word avoidance is there. Avoidance. And one word was also there, that is double taxation. That means if you're paying the taxes in one country, there is no need to pay the taxes in another country as well. Means, and why it is important, because if any company is paying taxes at the both level, don't you think so it acted as a obstacle in the growth of trade? If it is acceptance, then yes, exactly, exactly. So why it is so? To smoothen the trading relationship, to promote the growth in trade and economic activity. That's why this agreement is there, so that country should not charge the double taxation. And if it is so, if the country, both the countries are charging on that company, definitely it will not giving boost to trading activity. So to avoid that, to promote the growth rate, they signed the agreement in 1988. But as we mentioned the last point, the word but is there. But still no concrete relationship developed for a long. Why? Yes, everyone. Why? 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 I mentioned how Indian relationship developed with the Korea 62, 73, 88. But still we mention for a long time. Just imagine 1947 India got independence. 1953 this country became a nation state. Why for a long time there is no tie-up with this South Korea? As you know that South Koreans are now at present we uses many more items from South Korea. Any example of it? Yes, everyone. Do you have any example of any South Korean product which we are using in our day-to-day life? Any one, or there are many? If there are many, then why we won't establish a relationship with South Korea earlier? Yes, everyone. Yes, I ask you two questions here. First question was why we do not have a no concrete relationship, and the second question I asked to you related to this is my first question. The second question, do you have any example? Yes, exactly. Samsung, Samsung, Samsung. The same phone which you used for a year, you are happy, but after a year you regret. Same. Yes, it is not just a case, as you know that Samsung is the most important company. It is one of the largest manufacturer of mobiles, laptops, other gadgets, electronic gadgets. So yes, Samsung is the most important company. In short, almost all of you, means in every household in India, at least one product you will get from South Korea. At least one product I'm saying. So such kind of economic penetration of South Korea in Indian society, then why there was no concrete relationship for a long time? Why? So you get the answer, you gave me the answer of this question. So this question is now over here. Again, we are coming back to a basic question. Yes, Purbayan, Hyundai is also there. Cosmetics too. Yes, Preeti. Cosmetics. Good. Why? Now Second question is over. First question we are focusing on why there was no concrete relationship with South Korea for a long time, and as I mentioned, there is no need of specialized knowledge required to give the answer. You have to use common sense, just like a pinch of salt which you added in the food so that your food get tasty. The same way, if you use the common sense, it will enrich your knowledge. Is that so difficult to answer? Yes, I actually allotted more than 4 to 5 minutes for the scene, and you are not answering at all. Are you serious? It's a very famous meme is there. I think some of you quite aware of that. That meme said, "Are you comedy? Really? Is that so difficult?" Yes, or shall I explain? Yes, everyone, shall I explain? If you don't know that thing, it's okay. There are many things we don't know. But if you know it, please let me know. Ashwini said because of the closeness of South Korea and America. Okay. Yes, go on, go on. Think on the different lines as well. Yes, everyone. Yes, Purbayan asked me to explain. Oh, even the dogs can enjoy the freedom of expression at my place. Too much democracy. Answer is very simple, boys and girls. That is, it was a time or known as the Cold War era. Yes, it was a Cold War era. India tried to remain neutral with the both Koreas. It was a Cold War era, and you know that in the Cold War era, South Korea was having close proximity with USA because South Korea also believed in capitalist economy. And what about India? India was an armed country. So due to the Cold War, it was the thing that these capitalist country didn't establish a good relationship with India because of the ideological conflict. Some prejudices were there. Yes, these were the reason. As Cold War, we discuss everything in detail, their implications. So it is one of the factor. That is, Cold War politics is one of the factors. Because of that, for a long time, South Korea and India didn't establish a cordial relationship as we started in 62. But still, what the pace which we required for growth was not achieved because of the Cold War politics. Get it, everyone? Yes, everyone? Any question, any query, anything? Or all the points are clear to you? Yes, all the points are clear to you? If the points are clear, then definitely we are going to move ahead. Yes, clear, everyone? Okay, next. Post-Cold War, a beginning of new era in the relationship. And of course, why post-Cold War? Because the madness was going on. That is ideological conflict or the capitalism, communism, along with the supremacy and all ended. Yes, all ended. Now the countries can think independently. Yes, so the post-Cold War era beginning the new era between our relationship with South Korea. And the very best example in 1993, as you know that 1991, India adopted one policy known as LPG model, that is liberalization, privatization, globalization. This LPG model opened the Indian economy. Open Indian economy. Yes, it opened it. And the resultant of that, along with that one more policy, do you remember this policy we already discussed? That is India's Look East policy. Yes, the Rao and Manmohan, these two people were most important people at that time and they played important role in designing this policy, Look East policy. And the very best example of this Look East policy that in 1993, P.V. Narasimha Rao, the Prime Minister of India, visited Republic of Korea, and that is the first Prime Minister of India visited in South Korea. So you can imagine, as I mentioned the first point, that is no concrete relationship for a long. Now you get the answer. First Prime Minister, they got the independence in 1953. We got the independence in 1947. Still no relationship. There should be, and yes, P.V. Narasimha Rao played an important role. He paid a visit to Republic of Korea, and from then onward our relationship with Korea began. In 1996, the President of Republic of Korea visited India. Yes, as a gesture, we visited their country to establish the relationship, and they also responded in the form of 1996. Their president visited India, and most important thing, that is establishment of joint commission at foreign ministries level. Yes, establishment of joint commission at foreign ministries level means now Indian foreign minister as well as the foreign minister of Republic of Korea is having regular communication with each other. And what's the intention of it? Intention is very clear, to boost the bilateral cooperation. Don't you think so? It is a good initiative. Yes, because relationship with any country, and basically we are talking about the bilateral relationship, which include the economic aspect. It is not a, what we can say, sudden action that suddenly you visited that country and said that we are friends. It is not. It evolved with the time. Gradual process is there. So the gradual process started, we mentioned, in 93, 96, their response, and from then onward, the foreign ministerial level commission, a joint commission talks, which gave boost to bilateral cooperation. And the resultant of that is very best example in 1999, though in 1998 the Asian crisis was there, Asian economies suffered, but still South Korea managed in that. In 1999, South Korea through PSLV sent their satellite in space. That satellite was known as KitSat through PSLV, that is Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. So don't you think so? It is a collaboration in space. Not collaboration. Collaboration is not appropriate word here. Cooperation in space. Yes, it is a very good gesture from Indian side, as India earned the money as well as it opened the path or opened the door for Korea to send their satellite through Indian launching vehicles, ESLV and recently GSLV. Yes, this is the best example of cooperation between India and South Korea. Yes, everyone. Now, gradually, again in 2006, a joint study group Joint means the member from both the countries are part of it. A joint study group was established to enhance the economic cooperation because they thought that yes, there is a need and there is a scope for growth of economy. So that's why to enhance the economic cooperation, economic cooperation, a joint study group was established to enhance the economic cooperation. And you know that the most important aspect of enhancing the economic cooperation is this. Yes, everyone, a most important aspect of enhancing, or we can consider the culmination of enhancing economic cooperation is of course CEPA, that is Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. Yes, is that the case? Yes, everyone, clear to you? Yes, everyone, is that clear to you? Whatever I discussed till now, any question, any query, any doubt? Clear? Yes, boys and girls, is that clear to you? Doubt? Any? Clear, no problem. Okay. Next, economic diplomacy. As we mentioned in the last slide only, that joint study group, yes, joint study group was established. The reason to enhance the economic cooperation, and the resultant of that in 2009 both countries signed CEPA. Both countries signed CEPA, that is Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, and it implemented from 2010. Yes, it was signed and implemented in 2010. So it came into existence, that is CAPA between India and Republic of Korea. What's the advantage of CAPA? Yes, we are here right now. What's the advantage of CAPA for India or CAPA for Korea? Let's take one by one. What's the advantage for India? Yes, everyone. What's the advantage for India? I think almost all of you know what is CAPA, that is Comprehensive Economic Partnership. Comprehensive means it includes the other than goods items. For example, goods, services, IPR, yes, people to people contact or the migration for the work only. Yes, everything we already discussed earlier. Investment means flow of capital, all are there. So what do you think? What's the advantage of CAPA for India? Tell me one, only one advantage. You think so that it is get electronic product, less taxes. Can we say FDI in India? Yes, can we say FDI, foreign direct investment? Yes, a most advantageous thing. Can we say that we are getting iron and steel. Yes, good quality of iron and steel from Korea. Can we say that this is the advantageous thing for us? And why I mention this iron and steel? One company is very famous, South Korean company, a steel giant, POSCO. Yes, India is a hub of service sector as the software industry is beneficial for both the countries. Temporary movement to are okay by professional work. Exactly. That is all included. Advantage for India, that is FDA getting steel and iron. And what is the advantage for Korea? What is the advantage for Korea? That is, yes, what Purbayan said. IT professionals. Yes, India is a hub of service sector and our white collar labor, more sophisticatedly we called it as a software engineer. They are important asset of India. The migration to them means to their country, that is South Korea. South Korea, it is advantageous for them. Yes, it is advantageous for them because they are having lack of professionals. Clear? Yes, everyone. So at least you know the advantage and disadvantage of it. Service sector, pharma industry, and always remember, just add this pharma industry everywhere because this is the India's most important strength in the world. Clear? Yes, is that clear? Yes, is that clear to you? All of you? Any question, any doubt? Okay. Next, India and Republic of Korea, that is South Korea, set the target of $40 billion, $40 billion bilateral trade in 2011, and it is expected to achieve it by 2015. Means to give boost to the bilateral trade, both the countries agree to upgrade their relationship by setting a target of $40 billion. But but failed to achieve. Why? Because in recent time our trade with the South Korea is not in growing stage. It is declining to somehow. Recently we managed to improve, but for long time it was a decreasing. Clear? So at present, if anybody asks you, at present our trade, bilateral trade with South Korea is around $16 billion. It is around 16 billion and it is not that bad, but still there is a huge scope, and for that both the countries have to think over it and introduce some changes which will give boost to the trading activities. Clear? Next, next important thing, that is Korea Plus. In 2017 this program is launched. This Korea Plus program is launched, and why it is necessary, as I mentioned, we set the target in 2011 that by end of 2015 we are going to achieve the target of $40 billion, but we failed to do that. Yes, we failed to achieve that, and because of that reason, again, government of India, as I just now mentioned, government of India and government of Korea both were thinking on the same line, and initiative taken by government of India by launching Korea Plus. What exactly and why exactly it is so? To promote and facilitate Korean investment in India. And how to promote, how to facilitate? Yes, by modifying some rules and regulation, by make them investment friendly, and that's why this program Korea Plus is the program launched to promote, facilitate Korean investment in India. Yes, everyone, clear? What is Korea Plus? Korea Plus is clear to all of you. Clear? Now, nuclear diplomacy between India and South Korea. This is an important aspect in recent times. As you know that after Indo-US nuclear civil nuclear deal, it gives advantage for India to have to sign the same kind of agreement with the other countries. We signed with Japan, we signed with USA, we signed with France, and we signed with South Korea as well. So in 2011, India signed civil nuclear deal with South Korea. And why India did so? Because this is the most important advantageous thing which is there with South Korea, that is they have fourth generation fast reactor and they successfully install it and they sell to UAE as well. Yes, this UAE purchased the fast reactor from South Korea and they are working it successfully. So India also wants to take advantage of it. India also wants to fulfill its energy demand. Yes, India also fulfill it. India wants to fulfill their energy demand, and nuclear energy is one of the most important aspect in India's energy need, and that's why we signed that agreement with Korea, that is South Korea. This is a diplomatic relation, and how it is possible? Because after 1991, our relationship with South Korea strengthened day by day, and it is visible from investment. Yes, is it visible from investment? As I asked you that time, how many companies are there? You mentioned about the Samsung. Yes, mention about LG as well. Yes, you can mention about Hyundai. HUN. Hyundai. The spelling may be there, something. Hyundai. Yes, very famous car. Most of the Indian love Hyundai after Maruti. Clear? It is also the dream car of middle classes, sophisticated middle classes. LG, Samsung, Hyundai, Posco. Yes, these are the best example that investment in India, and it is increasing day by day. Clear? So because of that, this economic aspect is also having one more important aspect, that is nuclear diplomacy. So this point is also clear to you? No problem. Sorry. Next, strategic diplomacy. That is, India and South Korea are strategic partner as well. We also enhance our relationship, and even it is not just a need of India, it is a need of South Korea as well. And why? The most important factor is China factor. As we earlier mentioned only, that China is having problem with South Korea over the same territory. that is over East China Sea. Yes, and China's aggressive policy creates a fear among South Korea. They're so much aggressive nowadays, and that's why these Southeast Asian countries and East Asian countries were thinking on the different line, and South Korea is also thinking on that line. So they want to establish a strategic relationship with those countries who are considered as a powerful, and India is one of them. So because of this China factor, Republic of Korea designed a new policy known as New Southern Policy. In short, it is known as New Southern Policy (NSP). Why exactly this NSP is first to enhance the strategic and economic relationships with South Asian countries or South Asian states because they are neighboring states and India. Other than Southeast nation, India is the country with whom they pursue this policy of New Southern Policy. So what is the difference between New Southern Policy and India's Act East Policy? Yes, do you know any difference or are they same? Yes, everyone. Is there any difference between these two or are they same? Hmm? Yes, are they same or are they different? If it is the same, then how? If it is a different, then how? Yes, are they same or different? Hmm. Yes, boys and girls. Again, one more promotion kind of thing. Those who don't know what is Act East policy, what is Look East policy, then please do watch the videos of Indian foreign policy, which is available on our app as well as in special classes. I discuss it clearly. Earlier, the policy was Look East policy, and with the present Prime Minister, Indian policy is as Act East policy. And she said that देखने से कुछ नहीं होता है बेटा कुछ तो करो clear. It's just not look, it is active policy. Do you know this thing or shall I explain? Yes, everyone, do you know or shall I explain? That is the best option. If you don't know, please let me know. I'm here to assist you. Yes, everyone, no response at all. It takes so time. Okay, I considered you don't know that thing. So this new southern policy is purely economic. Yes, it is a purely economic in nature. If the strategic word is there, but still their main aspect is economic. But do you really think so that Act East policy is purely economic? Of course not. It is beyond the economic concern. How, why exactly? Then for details you can watch the video. Ashwini said Southern policy focuses on ROK development relation with the Southeast Asian countries. Now you get a difference. This new Southern policy was purely economic in nature, but Indian Act East policy is beyond the economic concern because there are other dimensions. Trade or economic, what we can say, economic relationship or economic aspect is most important. It's okay. But other than that, also there are some aspects involved in that. And you already know this thing. Yes. So that is the basic difference if we consider basic difference beyond economic and there is purely economic. The new thing that is soul mate. Yes, we use the word soul mate and now new term is there. Soul mate. Soulmate word is there and now it is Seoul mate. Seoul is the capital of South Korea. So basically this NSP act as an important tool for this. And with the Seoul-mate NSP and Act-based policy combinedly played important role in Seoul-mate. Means basically it symbolized the friendly relationship with the Southeast Asian countries and India. Means Korea on one side, Southeast Asian countries and India on other side. Clear? The Seoul-mate concept, that is NSP, is an important tool from South Korean point of view as well as AEP, that is Act East policy, as an important tool from Indian side of that, and this combinedly considered as a Seoul-mate, so that to give boost to the relationship between India and South Korea. Along with that, South Korea and India believed in 3P formula. 3P formula. What is 3P formula? Of course, there should be 3P. So these 3P are, yes, tell me, 3P. It includes 1, 2, 3 P. Tell me which P. Yes, everyone, 3P formula. It is there. What this P stand for? Purbian said people, prosperity, peace. Really? Are you sure? Are you sure? I think most of you don't know this thing. Let me tell you. Yes, of course. People, prosperity, and peace. People, that is cultural type. Prosperity, economic, and peace is strategic. This 3P formula is right now an important basis for India and South Korea relationship. That is, our relationship with South Korea is on 3P formula, that is culture, economic, and strategy. And this China factor creates a most important or played a most important role. And right now South Korea is also thinking on the line of having maritime exercise, naval exercise. They are also thinking on that line. Yes, clear? Is that clear to you? Everyone, is that clear to you? Yes, any question, any query, any doubt? Yes, is that clear? No problem. Yes, clear. Nilesh, it is clear. For others, it is also clear. Now, the cultural diplomacy. As in the background only, we mention that our relationship with South Korea is from myths. Yes, mythical texts are there. Along with means mythological texts are there. Along with that, Buddhist tradition is also a common point. Along with that, Rabindranath Tagore, we mention about it. So this cultural type, this cultural diplomacy is in that a most important aspect is people to people contact. People to people contact. And to promote this people to people contact, India and South Korea agreed on cultural exchange program. A cultural exchange program. And very best example of this cultural exchange program is India Week in ROK and ROK Week in India. Yes, India Week in ROK, that is India Week, they celebrate. This is the continuous phenomenon. That is India Week is celebrated in South Korea and Korea Week is celebrated in India. So to exchange the culture and that promote the cultural ties with each other. Along with that, one more thing that recently the Korea, this is I think so, fourth one. Recently, as I mentioned, in inaugural of Tagore's bust, the statue of Rabindranath Tagore is inaugurated. Then Gandhi, yes, along with that, Gandhian studies included in Korean universities, in the syllabus of Korean universities. So these are also important aspect of it. And along with that, one more aspect. One organization is there. I think some of you quite aware of this organization. It is in India. That is Indian Cultural. Yes, ICCR. Have you ever heard about it? Yes, have you heard about it? Yes, and just for your kind information, they open their two branches in Republic of Korea. They open two branches. Clear? They open the two branches in Republic of Korea so that Korean can get attached with India and through cultural exchange program. Yes, everyone. ICCR, some of you quite aware of it, some of you know the full form of it. Those who know it, please let me know. Indian Council for Cultural Relations. Yes, exactly. Purvayan. Yes, you're on the right track. I liked it. Good. ICCR, Indian Council for Cultural Relations. This council established the two offices in Republic of Korea to promote the cultural ties between South Korea and India. Is that clear to you, everyone? The points are clear to you? South Korea relationship with India? Yes, all the points are clear to you? Any doubt, any confusion? Any question? Yes, any doubt, any confusion, anything? Nope. All doubts are clear. Good. Yes, so this is all about India and South Korean relation. That's all for today's lecture. But before signing off, I just want to tell you once again, those who are having doubt, any question, and not just related with your studies, if you want to share something means related to your preparation, problems, or planning, then you can contact me on this at unacademy underscore 10. This is my Telegram channel, and please do follow me on Unacademy app as well as on the Telegram app so that you will get the more information related to the lecture. And currently I started, means yesterday only I started a lecture series which is on discussion of the questions and how to write answers in the mains examination. And subject is world history, means I'm taking the question which is asked in previous year question paper, or those questions which are considered that important and might be asked in the examination. We are going to discuss those questions. Please do watch. If you follow the video, if you like the video, please follow it, subscribe it, and please use my code. Harshvardhan is my code. You will get 10% discount. And really thank you very much for your valuable time. Today evening we have a lecture on question paper discussion. Please do watch, and if you really like my way of teaching, then you can dedicate your hearts on an academia. Please don't miss it. It will be very beneficial for you.